Dallas make it hurt.
What is up YouTube? This is Sachintha back with another video. So if you guys have been following my channel for a while, I use basic level budget friendly peripherals. I use a random keyboard. I use the Logitech mouse, which is also about, I think it should be less than 1000 rupees. So today's video is a bit of an upgrade from that. So this is the mouse that I've been using for a while. This is the Logitech M170. This is a very basic mouse. You have two clicks and then you have the scroll wheel. It works with one AA battery. Of course, the battery life is good. I even did edits with this on my MacBook as well as my PC. So there's nothing to complain. I mean, this gets the job done. It haven't failed me so far. It just plays a bit of a random havoc when the battery is low, but then when you change it, it works like a charm. This is not a Bluetooth mouse, so it comes with a receiver, so you have to plug in the receiver, and since the MacBook does not have a full-size USB, you have to use this dongle. So MacBooks and dongle lives comes in hand in hand. So I didn't want this, but then I fancied myself upgrading to the Magic Mouse 2. This is a second generation Magic Mouse. There are pros and cons of using this, but then let's dig in to find out what's in the box, etc, etc. So right away inside the box you will be greeted with the Magic Mouse itself. So keeping that aside, of course, little things of Apple's unboxing. There is like a wedged frame to it, and then there is some textured material. Inside the box you will get some paperwork. This is warranty information, etc, etc. I don't think anyone in the world will read this. And then you have the standard lightning cable. This is the same lightning cable that you will be using if you are using an iPhone. So it's the same thing. You have the USB type A to lightning. I wish Apple would have made their ports USB type C, because we use a lot of USB type C equipments right now. So that would be one less cable, but then Apple, they don't do that. So the mouse itself has a very good feel to it. The back part of the mouse is made out of aluminium, and then the top is almost like a glass, but I think it's a glossy plastic. So it doesn't have a scroll wheel. It is a multi-touch surface, just like the previous generation. So it does have a full click, not like a force touch surface like the touchpad, the new touchpad. The bottom side of it, you have a black color Apple logo instead of the white one in the previous generation. And then since there is no battery cap to open, this comes with a charging port, as I said, for the lightning cable, and also it has a switch on and switch off switch. The optical sensor does not read through glass, so if you have a glass surface it doesn't work. But in my case, of course, I have a wooden desk, and even if I have a glass desk I would have used a mat. So for me it is okay. The other good thing about this mouse is because it is a multi-touch surface, you can scroll through the video timeline, for example if you are editing videos, and even Lightroom photos, etc. So that is there. When it comes to battery life of this, of course 2 hours charge will give you like a month of work. So battery life is really good. So when it comes to connecting this to your MacBook, you have two ways to connect. One is that you can switch this on and then search your mouse on the settings of your MacBook and then connect it. Or else you can just take the lightning cable, connect it to the mouse, and then connect the other end to the MacBook, and then it automatically takes the mouse. So connecting it is really easy. So when it comes to cons using this mouse, I think to benchmark the performance of this, we will have to look at a close competitor, which is the Logitech MX Master. I haven't used the Logitech MX Master, so I will not be able to give you a full review. But in terms of ergonomics, this mouse lays a lot flat with the surface. So I think if you are doing photo editing, etc, etc, there would be a lot of pressure on your wrist, whereas the Logitech Master Mouse, it is a bit lifted, and you will have all the thumb rest, etc, etc on that mouse. Also, when it comes to keys, like the physical keys itself, the Logitech MX Master has a few different keys that you can configure to your liking, so that working with it easier. However, when it comes to the price range, both are in the similar category, so it's totally up to you what kind of a work style you have, so that you can select one of these mouses. So as I said earlier, the optical sensor cannot read through glass, so if you are a person who has a glass top, then this would be something for you to consider about. But all in all, this is a very good mouse that you can use with the macOS. However, you don't need to spend that much for a mouse to get things done. I just bought this because I fancy it. However, I would use this Logitech mouse with my PC also. If you are willing to compromise with a few dongles in your MacBook, you can definitely go with a Logitech mouse. Having said that, there are enough and more Bluetooth mouse available to use with the MacBook. So again, it depends with your budget, with your preference, and how much you fancy having tech pieces with you. So as always, guys, thank you very much for sticking around, for subscribing, for commenting, for liking. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. And also, I would love to hear your feedback in terms of how I can improve my whole video deliverance for you. So catch you in the next. Until that, go create. Peace.